by Dot's sensationally seasoned pretzels. They are sensational. After a dazzling Monday night victory where he completed 91% of his passes, Jaden Daniels is the new Rookie of the Year favorite, followed by neighbors Marvin and Caleb at 4. He's looked better than Caleb so far.
Is that a fact?
My opinion, yes.
It better be.
In my opinion, yes. Greg, do you think it's fair to say that the Bears may have made a mistake?
Okay, let me make it clear.
Yes, please.
This is my opinion.
Okay, got it. Good.
Okay, we get it. We get it. I'm sorry, Nick. I'm sorry.
I'm not bothered.
No, I do not believe the Bears made a mistake.
Thank you, Greg.
I don't think they made a mistake. There is a thing that happens with quarterbacks being rookies that we just automatically expect them to just be inserted and then become a star.
Yes.
And when the expectation is that and you don't meet it, it's almost like, oh, you failed already. It's through 3 games. Right. Jaden Daniels did not have nearly the expectation. I'm not saying he's not the player that he is, but he did not have any of these expectations because of where he went, the organization, all the things. And so he could just coast, got a great coordinator, system, all the things, and he's been playing great ball. This does not mean just because a rookie is struggling a bit, he can't improve. He has made strides from week 1 to week 2 to week 3. And so as long as he's improving, like we all believe, the Washington Commanders, I believe that if they were able to get the first pick in the draft, you know who they would have probably picked?
Caleb.
Sure. Caleb.
I believe the Washington Commanders, deep down with Cliff Kingsbury as the offensive coordinator, if they today could do a switcheroo, would be like, if you promise it's going through, I think they would. But go ahead, Brew.
Kingsbury might.
Yeah, I mean, well,
I'm not going to sit up here and be a hypocrite. If I was running the Bears, I would have taken Caleb. Now, I'll give this caveat. If I was running the Bears in the front office and doing a deep dive into Caleb, is it possible his attitude would have bothered me and maybe I'd have gone a different way? Maybe. So, but I'm not going to see. I do think Caleb's going to be very good, but obviously Jaden's better at this point. Here's the one thing I will say, though. If I could take one of them now, I would take Jaden. Like for the long term, I would take Jaden.
Right now you would?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
And I know it's only 3 games, but obviously he's a better runner. Right now he's better in the pocket. He's far more accurate. I think his poise is better. And attitude. I more than hinted at it last week, but I'm seeing things from Caleb, and we saw some at USC. I think he's got a know-it-all attitude that could hold him back. Like he knows it all. I think he has trouble listening to people, give him advice. I see nothing but good as far as attitude with Jaden. So that is a big part for me and why I take Jaden.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, Jaden, now it's because he's played so well, and just been a passenger on the train. I thought everyone thought Caleb's attitude after week 1 was excellent. When he went to the podium, was like, I was terrible, but we got the win. That's all that matters. I don't care about stats. His attitude after a couple losses, not quite as good. Jaden's attitude after a couple wins, including one of the greatest rookie performances ever, we would expect to be excellent. I obviously don't think the Bears made a mistake. All my pre-draft concerns about Jaden's long-term health remain, even if he has exceeded short-term expectations. And I would just like to remind America, you guys, what's one of the most famous quarterback draft decisions ever? It was Peyton Manning versus, you guys remember, it was Ryan Leaf, but that doesn't matter. That draft, we can show you, if we may. One of these guys is Peyton Manning. The other guy isn't even Ryan Leaf. It's Charlie Batch, who is the 3rd quarterback taken in that draft for their first 4 career starts. And so I think Greg's point, which was that Caleb has clearly gotten better each week. If Caleb was 3 games into his career and still hadn't broken 100 yards, I still probably would say it's not enough of a sample, but I'd be a little more nervous. Yes. The fact that I thought he's gotten better each week I'm not going to ignore what I saw from him.
How about Bryce CJ?
Right? Well, CJ,
even though he entered camp as the backup to Russ. Steelers head to Indy Sunday afternoon, and Justin will start But Tomlin doesn't need to name him the starter, okay? Take a listen.
What more do you need to see from Justin? Why not name him the starting quarterback going forward?
Because there's no need. I explained to you the variables of the week. It has not changed. When Russ gets to an appropriate point of health and we have a decision to make, I'll make it and I'll announce it and I'll be really transparent about it. But until then, I don't care how many ways you guys ask me. I got no intentions of making a decision that's unnecessary at this juncture.
Okay. Brew, does Fields deserve to be the permanent starter?
Well, first, I think Mike Tomlin is handling this perfectly. Like, he's absolutely right. I don't need to say a thing.
That's right.
He's our quarterback right now. The other guy's hurt, can't play. Well, why start something? I get asking him about it, but to me, this is the crux of the matter. Because if Justin is playing very well, he's playing solid football.
For Justin.
Yeah, for him, he's playing very well. Sure. I agree. They're obviously undefeated. If he continues to play just this way, not even improving a lot, but just doesn't turn the ball over, continues to play well, I would keep him in even when Russ is healthy. To me, though, the crux of the matter is the only way I say, like, he's definitely my starter for the rest of the season is if he's convinced you that he's your quarterback of the future. What? And I don't think he's done enough to do that. Like,
he's better than Russell Wilson.
Hold on. First of all, that's your opinion. That's not a fact. I mean, it's just true.
The whole show is opinion now.
No, but I'm just saying, you said it like it was a fact. No, you said it like it's a fact. And here's the facts. Let's look, since you brought it up. This is Justin Fields compared to Russell Wilson last year. Russ has got him beaten yards per game. He's got Russ in completion percentage. Russ got a better passer rating. Justin Fields is on pace to throw 11 touchdowns and 6 interceptions over 17 games. Russ had 26 touchdowns, 8 interceptions last year. So if you said you weren't impressed by Russ last year, even despite the numbers, but the numbers are factual. And the one thing I didn't like about Russ last year is
they lost his job.
He was only throwing for 200 yards.
Yeah.
But 200 yards, I mean, Justin Fields would die for 200 yards a game passing.
I think he's thrilled
and
with how
26
he's playing.
touchdowns.
But
I'm saying if you take what Russ did last year with this Steelers team, they're better.
No, they're not. No, they're not.
Why not?
Because he wasn't playing winning football. That's why
he didn't have a defense that was giving up 8 points a game.
Drew, there is a reason that Sean Payton
Yeah, because he wasn't playing $80 million football or $200 million, whatever
is
they
what they're
owed him.
paying him to not be there. The cap hit this year is more for him not to be there than for him to play for them. Listen, it's very simple. Russ is old, slow, now injury prone, and not good. So Justin is going to be the starting quarterback. Like, I can't, it is beyond.
If he has 3 straight bad games, you don't think they would go to Russ and they lose 2 or 3 of them?
But he's going to, even if that were to happen weeks 12 through 14 or whatever, the point I'm making is when Russ is fully healthy, Mike Tomlin is going to go to the press conference and say, Justin Fields is our starter the rest of the year. Now,
I don't know about. I think you'll say he's our starter.
Going to name him our starter.
He's our starter.
Well,
I don't know about the rest of the year.
Look, I think what Mike Tomlin is doing is fair. Who am I to judge what he's doing? He's a coach. He's done more with less than almost any coach. You can argue Andy Reid.
Sure.
But when your offense is not putting up numbers, I get it. He's not turning the ball over. Arthur Smith is doing a tremendous job of getting the most out of what we've seen Justin Fields playing clean football, not taking sacks, not turning the ball over. All that's great. But there's going to come a point in time when that defense is giving up more than just 8, 9, 10 points a game.
100%.
You're going to have to score. You can roll the dice because your defense is so good and insert Russ if you so choose, if he comes back healthy, just to see.
So you would
Yes,
because I would keep
because his defense is playing so great. Like, you're not scoring a bunch of points anyway. What are you really truly disrupting?
Russell Wilson's been awful for 2 years, and this year he's hurt.
Last year he was better than Justin Fields this year.
See, I'm not going off of last year. I'm just saying because they haven't decided who they're moving forward with. And
Greg Jennings. Josh Allen's rolling, leads the league in passer rating by a healthy margin. He's thrown 7 touchdowns, no interceptions, only been sacked twice. His teammates High praise. Personally, I think he's the best.